Welcome, episode 26 of the Zero One Shootout. I almost called it the Jumping the Rail podcast, just out of habit. Uh, oh man, I'm getting messages from the wife. It's
I think I got it too. I'm not
uh-huh,
gonna lie.
uh-huh, uh-huh. Hello to everybody in the comments that will be joining us over the course of the episode. I'm sure it's going to be pretty lively today. Uh,
Probably.
a lot to talk about. We had a very indie-rific weekend, Minderz, and it had nothing to do with Zero One for
Which
once.
was kind of a bummer.
A little
I,
bit,
I
yeah.
well, I mean, we saw some
We
guys
saw
from
some of
Zero
our
One.
we saw some of our favorites from Zero One out and about. We saw the Cobra on Saturday.
I
Jason
got a shirt.
Pemberton,
I got
yeah,
a shirt.
yeah. We had JP was at the Iron Spirit Pro show, and so's Kat. They were both refereeing that show,
Yep.
and even
Eli
saw
was there.
Brubaker.
Yeah. And Eli and did you say Eli and
Yeah,
Victor? Sorry, my
I haven't
my
said that yet.
messages are going off too.
Our phones are blowing up just from small
All
talk.
of a sudden, we got important. We hadn't had a message all day, and now here's all
I know. Well,
this.
we've all been busy at work, and not had time to dig around on our phones too much.
Yeah, that was
But
probably it.
yeah. But no, very fun weekend. I mean, along with all the stuff that was on TV Saturday and Sunday, we got it was cool to go to a couple of the outside indies in Terre Haute and Champaign, and
Yeah.
yeah, it just kind of you see people that when you watch you want to see them show up in Zero One because you start fantasy booking in your head some of these guys
Not
who
us. We never do that. What are you
no,
talking about, Mark?
well, no. I mean, theoretically, but you get these guys out there that you get ideas that you want to see come in to do things. I know there are a couple of guys that stuck out to me that I'd like to see come in and maybe take a shot at some people. You know, just I think that'd be an interesting matches. You know, Tupu.
Yeah. Tupu.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I like I said, I when we decided we were all going to do this, I was like, okay, I'm going to take you guys to go see some of the other ones that I've seen around that Zero One has, or haven't really seen yet. And well, we got to see
Yeah,
Babushka and gorgeous,
yeah. Babushka was there.
gorgeous
Yeah,
Morgan.
Jeffrey Johns.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we saw a lot of different guys this
Has
weekend. It was a
Has
lot of
Ace
fun.
Perry been in Zero One before?
He has. It was a Sunday show,
Okay.
but he has. Yep, he's been at Zero One
Yeah,
before.
yeah. He was on both shows we went to over the weekend.
Because when
Yeah,
when he showed up at Zero One, I popped. Oh, I popped really loud, louder than I did at the shows that I know he's going to be at, and oh, I was so excited. And I
Taylor,
honestly think I might have been one of the few that knew who he was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Taylor made the tag team with Jordan Perry as the Fighting Perrys.
I guess we could do that. That'd be fun.
It's like when Brian Cage teamed with Chuck Taylor at PWG, but changed his name to Brian Cage Taylor, and they were the Fighting Taylor Boys.
There you go.
Yeah, good old PWG. So let's talk about what we got coming up today, Minderz. Along with talking about this past Thursday's Thursday Night Throwdown show, which I finally got a chance to watch it today after work on the Patreon.
I
We're going
watched
to
it
talk
this
about what's
morning.
coming up. Yeah,
Yep.
we're going to talk about what's coming up tomorrow in Edgewood. We kind of ran through the Fallout show pretty much all the way through last week with Big Man Chang
I'd
when he
like for
joined
us
us
to
and
do it
helped us
again
out.
with Lander. I think
You
it's a good idea. I think it'll be
you
fun.
think so?
I
All
do.
right, we can do that.
I'd like
Yeah,
to get his
and you
take on it.
mentioned and you mentioned it. Our special guest this week, he's going to be jumping on here in about probably 5 minutes or so. Former Zero One USA Junior Heavyweight and Heavyweight Champion Jake Lander. One of your favorites.
See his beautiful door behind me? Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
But ironically, he didn't go through the door.
He didn't go through the door, but he
Is that
did
the one
sign it
Dallas's
for
head
me.
went through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dallas went through Lander. Jordan went through Marvin's door, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many doors have
Sorry.
to die in independent wrestling?
How many doors end up in my podcast room?
Right? You're gonna need a bigger room before too long. You got a ladder
Well,
there.
see,
You got two
and
doors.
you can't even see the other one that's down. There's another
You
one
got the
down
Jacques
here.
door back there.
Yeah, the Jacques door's
Autographed
down
by
here.
autographed by the luminary themselves.
Yep.
Got your
And then the
good
person
old
that went
ass.
through it,
Yeah, you got the
and
ass
my
licking
ass
sign
licking,
behind you.
the ass licking sign
Is that
behind me.
coming with you? Is that coming with you to Fallout?
I think I'm making a new one.
Is it going to be illustrated?
Possibly.
You've been, lady, you've been causing trouble on in messages as far as
I
our
have
buddy B.A.
not.
Malkin goes.
I
You
have
you
not.
haven't been you haven't been talking to Jimmy Carrot.
Did you seriously go get a ladle? That's
I
hilarious.
got a ladle. I needed to illustrate my point. You're always stirring it up.
I'm
Like
not
trouble?
stirring anything up. I'm just making people aware of things that have been said and done.
Uh-huh. You're a whistleblower. You're a troublemaker. You're a shit stirrer, Mindy Elam, and
Yes, I am.
I would not have it any other way. It's
Exactly.
it makes
I did a lot of that this weekend too. I yelled at a few wrestlers, and yeah.
yeah, you did. You've made a sweet 5-year-old boy yell at wrestlers and chop some, and
Okay. I'll take
you're a bad
credit for
influence.
it. That's
You're a
fine.
bad
I'll take
influence.
credit. I've been told
So,
I'm a bad influence before.
so Minderz, before we get Lander on, I mentioned it last week after you had to depart because you had business to tend to. Uh, I broke down with Chan what's going to happen in July on the shootout. And I want to get your take on it. There you see it, the 4th of July, starting the first week of July, going through the whole month. Every week we're going to have a different member of the Forge coming in talking with us.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, Myron Damone. We got the O'Neill brothers, ATM. I believe Nixie XS on board. I
I
think
believe
we
so.
approached her.
Yep.
Cool.
Last I knew she was, so for the last week. So I'm
Yeah, well,
excited.
that's going to be cool. Get these guys a little spotlight, and because
Are you going to break the news about next week, though?
I will break the news for next week. Due to a scheduling change, there will actually be no show next week. Minderz, you're going to Florida first
I
off.
am. I'm running away.
Yeah, but you will be back.
No,
And
did you hear the fun? No, wait. Can I tell the funny part about that?
sure,
Have you watched the news lately?
I don't watch the news. It's too depressing.
Well, there's a tropical depression that is stirring in the Gulf of Mexico.
Every time you go to Florida, there's a storm.
I
You never
know.
stop going.
No. But yeah, I'm cursed. I think I'm cursed.
I'm starting to think you are. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're gonna take next week off, let you enjoy Florida, and then we'll be back to it again on the 14th. I believe Devontae Knox is our guest that day, so that'll
Good
be
deal.
cool. Get the
Hey,
lowdown on the
and the
briefcase.
14th is when we will find out about my foot.
Oh yes, you will find out about your foot. So hopefully you'll have good news coming up on that day.
Let's hope.
Yes.
Although, if somebody wouldn't steal my wheelchair,
I don't know what you're are you talking about this?
yeah, that would be it. Took off with my wheelchair.
Hey,
Apparently, Red thought he needed it worse than I did.
well, you didn't need it clearly. You're on crutches, and Bari is complicit in this happening also.
Yeah, he is. I'll let that go too.
Look how
but-
carefree I am with my feet up. I'm just relaxing.
And I was so mad.
I think my wife might have been madder than you were.
I know, I think so too. Oh, it was great. But yeah, we'll have lots of stuff to talk about. We'll get Lander on here, find out
Yeah.
some things about him. I'm gonna let you kind of lead that one there, Reb, because I'm not sure how much Lander really likes me. So
Well, you know, stirring the pot. You know, it's.
we need to get one of those with our sticker on it.
I think we should sell ladles. I agree.
Some ladles.
Yes. Well, Minderz, should we get to our guest? Because
Sure.
he's been waiting for a couple minutes now. So let's bring him in.
Let's get him in.
Yeah. So we have former 01 USA heavyweight champion Jake Lander. How are you doing, sir? Thanks for coming on with us.
Yeah, no problem. I'm doing good. Everybody can see me. I'm in here okay. I'm not too technically inclined, as the kids say.
Oh no, you're fine.
There's a thing to say.
You won't be any worse than either one of us. So.
All right, good.
And that's the truth.
So I guess the first question is, we haven't really seen much of you since War Games. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You know, it's those type of games. those type of matches, I don't even call them games. They can take years off your career, years off your life. So a good recovery after something like that is key.
Yeah, especially considering what you and Marvin did up on top of that cage toward the end of that match. It was, was a little nerve-wracking for everybody.
That was personal. There's not a lot of people that I don't necessarily like, or well, okay, let me back that up. There's a lot of people that I don't like, and Marvin's one of them.
I might be one of the other ones.
If you know, you know. Okay.
Well, we know. That was going to be one of my questions. Do you is your business with Marvin done now after what you guys went through in the cage, or is this some unfinished business there?
As long as he's still trying to play wrestler, my business with Marvin's never done. So if month after month, if he's there, I got problems with him.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Lander, do you like my motif in the background?
I
do.
See
this broken door that's back here with your name on it?
I do. Yeah, no, that brings back some good memories.
Yeah, probably the best memory being that you didn't actually go through it.
Yes, that's the best one.
Well, at least he was nice enough to sign it for me. So
this is true. See, he doesn't hate you that much.
I don't hate you that much.
Right. I mean, you do pay to see him every show, Minderz.
It's true.
Debatable.
Oh, shots fired already. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. There's some shots in the comments too. Here's one for you that came through. You're just mad Marvin is better than you. That's there's Marvin's got his supporters out there, but
see, I have a problem with comments like that. Do I lower myself to those type of people and comment and give my side, or do I just let my lengthy wrestling background career speak for itself? Which one?
He has a point.
Yeah,
I'll even back him on this. Yeah, he has a point.
Exactly.
I mean,
I have a question about War Games.
Okay.
Did you get permission to do Basil's makeup on your face?
I don't ask for permission. I don't need it. Do what I want, type of thing. So.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. That's how it's always been. It's how it's always going to be. I mean, I'm Jake Lander. Who am I going to ask for permission that's over me? No one.
That's a sound point, Minderz. So you probably regretting that question.
No, not regretting it at all. Not regretting it at all. No, because some of his best rivalries have been with Carrot, so I'm not complaining at all. Some of the best matches I've seen him in. So.
Yeah, didn't he toss Carrot off of a ladder in Decatur?
Do we have to bring that up? Do we have to bring that up?
No,
it's kind of a big deal that it's a big moment in the history of the company.
Got 4 million views on TikTok. So
see, that's what happens when you're in the ring with me. You become famous. I mean, how long has that guy been wrestling and going nowhere? And one match with me, yeah, I threw him off a ladder, could have killed him. Who really would have been upset? But he goes famous. That's why I'm there.
I'm gonna have to be quiet for a minute. You go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, you've had a few moments like that. I mean, I remember the match you had with Connolly that kind of got you in a little hot water with the boss a little bit with the chain and everything like that. It
was a chair.
You're low key, like some of the craziest moments in 0-1 that you've been right in the middle of.
It's what I do. The boss, he knows who the real boss is, and it's me. I do what I want. He knows it. Everybody knows it. So my intentions out there were to harm Conley, bring harm to Conley. Got a little help from the crowd. Obviously, they disliked him just as much as I did. And you've seen what happened. You've seen who won that match. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. Now, you're kind of loosely, I guess, affiliated with the Lowlifes. I mean, you helped out in War Games. You've teamed up with them before. So is Joey still? That's probably a dumb question. Is Joey still at the top of your radar for getting your belt back? Because technically, you haven't had your one-on-one rematch yet for that.
Exactly. It's not that Joey's on the top of my radar. That belt, that championship's on the top of my radar. So I don't care who has it. When I decide to come for it, they'll know.
That's typical. I mean, That's how he got it off of Camaro. So
That's true. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
those guys are. I've been enemies. I've been friends. That's just how this business goes. I always keep a knife in my back pocket to put it in somebody's back if I need to. If it gets me what I want, I don't care who's in my way. I don't care if we're great friends, best friends, enemies. I don't care if you're it doesn't matter. I get what I want.
All right.
So who is on your radar? Who do you want to go against next? Obviously, Joey, you want that. You want the belt. But who else would you like to step in the ring with?
I mean, there's a lot of new guys that have come into 0-1 that are getting just this ridiculous hype for being so good and so great, and it frustrates me because they're trash and they don't deserve it. It frustrates me that they think they can step in the same ring that I have either been in or going to probably main event that night. There's a reason why I'm in that spot. And then they just come out there and everybody's like, oh, you're so good. I love it. No, stop. If you love professional wrestling, you would know that 99% of these guys are just not up to par to even be on the same show, to be in the same ring with me. So there's a lot of those new guys I would like to just smack around a little bit and put them in their place because somebody needs to.
I mean, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's just old school thinking. You gotta work your way up sometimes, and some of these new guys come in and they're getting a lot of steam, especially the guys coming up through Edgewood. You got your Theo Whites, you got your Forge guys that are coming in. B.A. Malkin's another one, and I mean I know B.A. He's I think 6 months in, and he's already the TNT champion there. So
Yeah.
he's got the.
who, Mark? Who?
I'm not saying it. You're trying to make me do something. Talk bad about my friend
ass
B.A.
licking. Ass licking.
Yeah.
You see it?
Ass
Ass
licking.
licking.
Yeah, he kind of brought that on himself.
He made the mistake of ripping my sign. So I'm going to make him regret it.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, more hate
Hang
in
on.
the comments. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I can take them.
awful cocky. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna jump to your defense. It's not cocky if you back it up, and 9 times out of 10, you back it up when
Exactly.
you're out there. Oh, Rob, that's so suspicious of you to call him that. It's just wait till she gets the chant going.
I'm waiting for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get it going. But okay, move on. We have a guest, Mark. Hey, Lander, so we have a question or I have a question for you, and something Mark and I talked about earlier. We would like to run through the Fallout card with you.
Okay.
And get your opinions.
You want my honest opinion, or do you want my Mr. Nice Guy opinion? Because I don't do that.
We want your honest opinion and your
honesty
pick.
is the best policy. So
okay.
Your honest opinion and your pick.
Hang on. Real quick, Rob wants to chime in. B.A. Malkin is an ass, but he's very good. Just wanted to make mention of that. Fair enough. It's Rob sees him every week. He is entitled to his views there. Yes. All right. So we'll just start from the top here. Well, actually, first off, they said they're doing a Team 0-1 celebration at the.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. The Lander's not a part of that. Just a wild guess.
No, CMC is doing this just to rub it in. Yeah, that kid bugs the hell out of me. I don't know if you know that. He's
imagine having to be in the same ring with him.
I can't. It's very disrespectful to me, especially. But it's. I
mean, he's a kid. He's in the ring playing wrestler. He's living out his dream. He wants to grow up and be a wrestler just like Jake Lander. Well, chill out, because I'm still around. As long as I'm around, you're not going to get very far. No one's taking my spot.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. Mom's in the chat, and I don't want to piss off Mama. So, all right. So let's jump into the matches here. First one we got the Cobra and Theo White. I don't know how much you've seen of Theo. I know he's been in a few of the Mattoon shows, but he's a regular in Edgewood. Had a hell match with Camaro a few weeks ago down there. So I think it's very hard to bet against a Cobra, just common sense. But what are you thinking on this one here?
I mean, you're definitely right. As someone who's been in the ring with the Cobra multiple times, felt those shots, felt those kicks, You can't bet against him. And then, like I said before, you got a lot of these new guys. Theo White's one of the new guys. Yeah, he's big, he's strong, he's fast for a guy his size. He's, he can bring that wow factor, but can he bring what it takes to beat someone like the Cobra? Not at all. Zero chance.
All right. I think we all agree with Jake, though, right?
Yeah. Even Rob agrees here.
Yeah.
Theo White has an awfully big head on his shoulders right now, especially going into a match with the Cobra. Wish him the best of luck. He's getting some big wins over Eli, especially the last few weeks down in Edgewood. So yeah, he might be getting a little bit of a big head.
Not too hard to do. So don't hype that up too quick. Let's be honest.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead, Mark. Next.
All right. On that, we'll keep going here. Mad Dog Connolly and Joey Avalon. And I mentioned this last week. I haven't seen Joey Avalon in the ring yet, so I'm curious about this one.
Yeah, so I've been on a few shows with Joey Avalon. He's tough. He's serious. He's the real deal. But it's Conley. He's unpredictable, strong, super strong.
Yeah.
So it's tough. Do I want Conley to win? No. Do I want Conley to probably end up in his pile of his own blood again? Absolutely. But I'm gonna pick Joey Avalon just because I don't want Conley to win.
Fair enough. And
all you got to do is put a couple tacks in the ring, and the dude who wears no shoes is done for. I mean, you got to think smart,
Yeah.
Put a couple Legos in there, even. He's done.
Yeah. I'll just Army Men, little Army Men.
Anything plastic.
Yeah.
Just kryptonite.
Yeah. And Connolly probably better than anybody with the stuff you guys have been through in the ring together. So that's a sound take there. Let's move on to the next one. We talked about Joey a little bit. Non-title, him and Victor Analog, the junior heavyweight champion. I think on paper this is going. I'll admit, I was kind of hoping that at least one of them would put a title on the line in this case here.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of why isn't Joey putting his title on the line? Is he scared? I mean, why? Why is that? Why are you a champion and not putting your title on the line? That's what frustrates me.
I'll tell you what, Joey has kind of been on the edge of like insanity the last few weeks, especially down in Edgewood. Last week he beat up a fan in the crowd and jumped on the glitch with the chair. So he's I don't know, ever since War Games, it seems he's been kind of in a different mental state, it seems like.
It's cranky.
Yeah.
Hey, will you put up Rob's comment, please?
Oh, Rob. Rob is as bad as Minderz. Just, holding the ladle. Hope the Mad Dog accidentally throws his chain at Mr. Lander. Now, as somebody who Mad Dog has accidentally thrown his chain at before, I take umbrage to that because
Minderz, with the second one too, because he thought it was. He thought
it was a private message. Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't shock me. Rob Leach is not all there, so he probably thought that was a private message.
Oh, okay. Mark, next match.
Well, hang on. We gotta get us. So, pick me a winner on this one, though. Joey or Victor?
Honestly, I'm gonna come at this from my standpoint. Like I said earlier, whoever has that title, well, I guess it's not for the title, so let Joey win. Honestly, I don't really care who wins because it's not for the title. I just focus on that title, see where it goes. If it was for the title, I would pick Analog just because Joey's at 100%. Analog broke his arm. I could easily go out there, snap it again, take the title. I'm good.
But it seems like he's got a little hardware in that arm these days. He kind of been using it to get a couple KOs the last couple shows. Got one on Cobra at War Games, and then who was it? Was it Eli in Mattoon before that? Minderz? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
That's been months ago, Mark. Come on now.
Yeah, regardless.
We've seen a lot of wrestling since then.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to pick Victor for this one. I didn't make a pick last week, but I think the mental state Joey's in, I think he's prone to make a mistake, and I think Victor's smart enough to capitalize on that.
I don't think it matters who wins that match. I think Devontae's cashing in.
Oh, hang on. Rob chimed in. As general manager of Thursday Night Throwdown, I am obliged to state that we are dealing with Joey's attack on the fan last week privately, and all will be taken care of soon. All right?
Okay.
So we'll have to see what.
If Rob is watching, Rob, this
Yeah.
is to you. It's my time. Don't chime in. Nobody cares what you're doing. Nobody cares that you're the manager of Thursday Night Throwdown. Stay off my life. Okay? Thank you.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, to be fair, he did this with Big Man Chan last week. So
well, you can do that with Big Man Chan because you both are about as relevant as each other. So, but me, stay off my life.
all right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right. Let's move on. Actually, you know what? Before we do, I'm going to mention something else. Devontae Knox has that briefcase now that he won in the ladder match. So he's one of those guys that while you're looking for that world title, he might try to come in the back door and take the rug out from under you. What do you think about him?
He's got his own objectives. He's got what I essentially have. I'm still owed a rematch, so he can have whatever kind of briefcase he wants. He can come in, he can be a man and challenge for it, or he can slide in and take it at the end of a match when the competitors are tired. It doesn't matter. Would I do it? Probably. It's me, but I'm going to go one-on-one. I want them to be 100%, so that way when I take that title, there's no rematches, there's no excuses, no nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I just want to take that title, take 0-1 to a new level. That's it.
Okay.
When he gets that title and then Devontae cashes in on him and he gets it taken away again, just like Marvin did.
Oh, no, that will never happen again. I can be at my 20% left, and Devontae could be at his 100%, it's still not going to compare to that 20% that I have left. So would I be worried? Not at all.
Okay. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
I am curious. How did you feel when after the three-way when Marvin won the title, when Joey just came out with that briefcase himself and did basically the same thing Devontae's wanted to do and kind of just came out from under your nose and took your belt before he could get your rematch for it?
You mean the match when Marvin got lucky, where I put Analog down? It was my win, and he just came out of nowhere, almost broke my spine. That match?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, well, that makes me frustrated just thinking about it, but good for Joey. Marvin's not a champion. Marvin's barely a wrestler. He needs to go find some trampoline in somebody's backyard and play pretend on YouTube. That's where he belongs. He doesn't belong in the same professional aspect that I belong in. Wow. You picking up what I'm throwing down here?
I hear you. I get where you're coming from.
He got his moment. Yay. The crowd cheered. Woohoo. The crowd cheered because Marvin's probably the most like the crowd they've ever seen. He's a normal person. He's got 9.5 fingers. He's got, he looks like a Marvin. He looks like everybody else, so that's why they were behind him. They don't actually think he could win. They don't actually believe he's a wrestler. They just believe he's one of them because he is. He needs to pull up a front chair in the front row and sit there and watch. That's it. All
right. Fair enough. Devontae also is in the chat here.
No,
so keep it cute, sir. He says he's in every week. He's always listening in, so I'm not surprised that he popped up. Let's move on to the next match on the card here. Shining Light Championship. Speaking of Devontae, Devontae challenging Jacques Kennedy, and we've talked about it for a while. I don't think there's a lot of guys on a bigger role than Jacques right now. I think they've been running through just about everybody these days.
No, that's I've watched Jacques for a long time, and what they are doing right now is incredible. And honestly, nobody's got a chance. So this pick's pretty easy. If I'm just gonna have to pick one, it's Jacques.
So you're going with Jacques. Minderz, I don't think we got a pick from you last week.
Yeah, you did, because I didn't want to go against Devontae, but Jacques on fire right now. There is no,
much like you hope their flowers are soon.
Yeah, their flowers might be on fire.
They finally tried to torch their flowers last week in Edgewood. So that's
a couple weeks ago,
the week before last.
So, but yeah. Anyway, you can't right now. You can't go against Jacques. They're on fire and
very hard. Yeah,
it's hard to go against Jacques.
Yeah. All right. Next up here. Got a 4-way, and this is a guy I would love to see you go up against is Casey Jackson, but right now he's got O'Brien, Hippie Johnny, and Myron Damone in a four-way. And I've been very impressed by what I've seen out of him so far because he's new to me.
I mean, Casey's got an easy night. You got Chris O'Brien. He's the size of my chopsticks I just ate my sushi with. You got Hippie Johnny, who is whatever he's trying to be. And you got Myron, who's done what in 0-1? Nothing. So he basically has got a night off. So Casey all day.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. He's definitely my pick on this one.
We all agree on this one.
Yep.
That's the same one.
Devontae took umbrage. Can't wait to prove you all wrong. I'm on a new level. So, hey, it's going to be a hell of a match.
Backs against the wall, you can only go forward. So,
All right. Next up, we got the ladies' match here. Shaza McKenzie versus Sierra. I know you were actually on a GCW show with Shaza a couple weeks ago down by St. Louis. And I've seen her a couple times. I haven't seen Sierra yet, so I'm very curious about this one.
I've seen both of these ladies wrestle quite a few times, but from what I've seen with Shaza, I mean, I don't say this often because I'm Jake Lander.
Right.
I might have a hard time going up against Shaza. She's she's good. She's great. So that's my pick.
That's a big compliment.
Yeah, it should be taken as a huge compliment because no one's going to get that.
Gotcha.
Actually, first time I saw Jake, he fought Jordan Grace.
Really?
And won.
Yeah. Jordan Grace, everybody talked about it. Oh, you're going to get smacked around. It's not going to happen. You know, I'm not the one to say, oh, I'm going to beat up a woman. No, because when whoever you are, whatever you do, you lace up a pair of boots, you step in my wrestling ring, we're wrestlers. So I'm going to treat you as such. Yep. And I expect the same. So
I've heard people, I know some people I know that don't watch wrestling. They don't get the intergender stuff like that. That's a very good way to sum it up. So I appreciate that from you. Yeah, I'm inclined to say Shaza too, mainly because she's the one I've seen the most of. So I've seen what she's capable of. Minderz, what do you think?
Oh, I picked Shaza. We saw her back at the expo when we went over to Indy to see the expo. She was teaming with Vega, so I'll go with Shaza.
Okay. All right. Next up, we got our tag team title match here. We got the Premier just won them back at War Games, taking on Constant Headache, which is Anakin Murphy and Kenny Calix, which I never know if I'm pronouncing that right. Calix. Thank you. There should be two L's then. That's what's throwing me off.
So that's Constant Headache is the name they're going by.
That's the name they're going with. I've seen them team a couple times.
I would describe the Premier as a constant headache as well. So
I think a lot of people would. We're gonna be nice because I think they're coming on in a few weeks with us. But yeah, they do what they do and they do it well. And we saw it in at War Games when Kenway kind of interjected himself and helped them get the belts back. But I don't know how much you've seen of Anakin and Calix as a team. I've seen them a couple times, and I think they could surprise them. They've got some pretty good tag team chemistry there.
I think they would have to be the two luckiest guys in the world to pull a win out over the Premier. I don't even like the Premier, and I'm saying that. I've been up against the Premier multiple times. I've seen what they've done around the world. There's no chance. There's none. Zero.
Oh, I've seen the wars you've been to with the Premier, so I know where you're coming from there.
Yeah, I don't even like those guys. I wish I could pick nobody, but
go for a time limit draw.
Yeah, you asked my honest opinion and asked me to pick somebody. So
yeah, I got you. All right, and last match that I have on the list is here you go, Jimmy Carrot and B.A. Malkin. We talked about B.A. a little bit at the start of the interview. Then, of course, you know Carrot just about better than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like B.A., but he pissed Jimmy off, so it might not end well for him.
That's one thing you don't want to do. I've learned that about Jimmy. He's got more than just him up there. Okay, I'll say that. I think everybody understands that. And so when you make him mad, are you making him mad, or the other voice, or that voice's voice, or that voice's voice? It's scary.
Yeah. Both times we've had Jimmy on, he's been at an undisclosed location in the woods somewhere. So that
Well,
goes to
except
show
for the
he's.
last time after
Well, the
War
last time he
Games.
was actually with us at War Games, but when we
Yep.
had him on, like in the Zoom like this, it's he's an odd guy.
A guy like that probably needs to keep his location disclosed from the FBI, most likely.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm inclined to agree with that. So that's the whole show.
Lander, where are you? Why are you
Yeah,
not on the
I'll say
show?
you're conspicuous by your absence on this card here. Is there
yeah. So
something
it's
in the works?
basically doing whatever I want. Like I said before, I do what I want. I'm gonna face who I want. I'm gonna go out there in the ring. If I want to grab a microphone and talk, I'm gonna talk. But I do have a plan. I've got something in motion.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to be there and find out.
Oh, we'll be there. It's we're always there. We're always watching. Now, along with 0-1, before we let you go, what else you got cooking right now? I know you done GCW when they come down south. You got anything else booked in the Indies?
Yes, I got a couple shows coming up. There's a few that I'm waiting until they release their stuff. Waiting until start seeing those go out. I just don't want to throw anything out there yet.
Sure.
Anytime GCW is around, I'm there.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my most favorite promotions because it's so crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Insane.
That's my other indie that I spend most of my time watching is GCW.
Yeah.
So.
If you're not watching it, you need to because
the fans themselves are a show.
Yeah,
not just the guys in the ring. So.
I love putting on my match and then I'll go out and I'll watch the fans for entertainment as well as the wrestling because it's a different breed of fans. They want violence and it's scary.
Oh yeah. We went. I went to the War Games a couple years ago up in Chicago and just madhouse, especially when Gage comes out. They all just swarm. Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, so we'll keep an eye out on that. Where can they find you on social media if you're putting stuff out there?
Yeah, so social media is pretty much Jake Lander. If you go to Instagram, it's Lander_wrestling. Twitter is IM_Lander. And then Facebook is just Jake Lander. You can find my page. Hit like. Tell your friends. They'll hit like. Let's keep it growing.
Cool. Well, you got anything you want to say to the audience before we let you go?
Yeah. Actually, I would. There's been a lot of ups and downs with 0-1's audience. They've been behind me. They've cheered for me. They've loved me. They've cheered for me the loudest I've ever had anybody cheer for me before. And now when I come out, there's fingers. There's you sucks. There's yelling, screaming. Yeah. I'm looking at one person right now.
Uh-huh.
But I want them to understand that it's their fault. It's because of them. I used to be just this happy-go-lucky wrestler, and I wanted to do it for the fans. Mm-hmm. But when I had my injuries, I was down. Fans weren't there for me. So I realized I need to do this for myself, get what I want, how I want, and I'm going to do what I want. So if they got anybody to blame, it's not me. It's them. They should be blaming themselves every night before they go to bed. Whatever they got to do, they say their prayers. They should blame themselves.
Hey, fair enough.
They should ask.
I don't have a bad conscience. Sorry, I don't have a bad conscience because even when everybody else was backing him up, I wasn't. So I'm probably one of the main reasons, but it happens.
It spreads.
Yeah. Well, Jake Lander, thank you very much for joining us. We'll have you back sometime. I tell everybody you got an open invite anytime to come back. Looking forward to seeing what happens at Fallout. See what your plan is. If you're going to be there, what's going to happen. So
I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that the plan I have in my head happens. So.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for coming on with us. We'll let you get back to what you got to get back to.
All righty.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Lander.
See ya.
Yep. That was fun. Oh,
Where's
let's
my
go talk
ladle
to.
at? Where's my
Oh,
ladle at?
well, first I got to show you. We got a comment.
I
Look
know, I
who's
saw
look
it.
who's
I was
there.
like trying to point at it. I'm
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Oh wait, if he's in the comments, wait,
Oh,
Cobra.
yeah, yep. You got the shirt. I didn't wear mine just because it might be weird if we both had the same shirt on.
A little bit.
That's why we always have to do a T-shirt check before the shows. We got
We
to make
do
sure
that
because we
before
got
any time we hang out together now. It's like t-shirt check.
yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
I
you,
don't
me,
think Lander
AJ, and
likes.
Barry all wear the face shirt.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you can
Uh,
talk now. He's
Rob,
gone, Rob.
Rob, you can talk now. It's
But I don't think Lander likes me very much. I think he made that pretty clear tonight.
well, you pissed him off. You're always giving him shit.
Hey, heels
Let's
can't be
go.
heels if they don't get heat, right?
That's very true. But he was a nice young baby face. Then you just pissed him off, and now look at him. He's putting poor Marvin through tables off cages, and who knows what he's got going on the
Yeah, I'm
17th.
a little concerned. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, maybe a bit. All right. Well, let's talk about Thursday Night Throwdown. Especially, it's nice since we got Rob in the chat. Maybe he can chime in on this here and there.
That
Let's
would be
first
great.
let's talk about last week. We mentioned Joey and his incident. We won't get into that. Rob said they're evaluating that internally.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled on what happens there. Let's talk about a couple of the matches. Well, first, you saw this show this morning. What do you want to talk about, Minderz? Like, what stuck out to you?
There was a couple different ones that did. There's
Okay.
a couple different ones. We'll start out with Jessie J. 5-star Jessie J.
It's IP Mason. I said
Freely.
it right.
Oh wait, IP Booty, IP Freely. I don't know, whatever they're calling him now down at Edgewood. But yeah.
Don't make me get my ladle.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, brandish it like a cutlass.
A no contest time limit though.
Yeah, there were a couple of time limits, I think.
There were. There was a couple of those.
Eli and Theo went to a draw too.
Double count out.
Yeah.
IP Booty. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was IP Freely. But
no, he rode Yellow River.
Oh,
IP
my
Freely.
bad. My bad. So sorry about that. But yeah,
not to be confused with To the Outhouse by Willie Make It. Illustrated by Betty Don't.
I don't know, but the more I keep watching 5-star, and I know I was tough on him at the beginning. I know I was.
A lot of people were. Let's be honest.
But he's growing on me. I'm starting to really like him.
He's earning his stripes.
He's earning it. So
Hey, I've been high on 5-star since day one, so I'm glad to see him finally getting his recognition.
Hey, I never went down to the 1-star. Never did. He was at 2.5, and then he earned his way back up.
Okay. So you were at least fair.
Yeah. Well, whoops. I guess I was wrong. I thought it was a time limit, but apparently it wasn't.
No, Eli and Theo was a time limit. Mason and Jesse went to a draw because there was
no. Eli and Theo was a double count out.
Are you sure? I just watched this thing. I could have swore it was because they were in the ring. I'm sorry. We shouldn't argue.
Yeah,
friends
we should
don't,
because
friends don't argue.
Friends, okay. You pick on me all the time.
I do not. What makes you think that?
Exactly. That's my point. That or your stupid thing that you keep trying. Hey, you know what I noticed? CMC's mom was in the chat, and you haven't won. There. Gosh dang it. Eli and Theo was a no contest after neither man could make it to their feet by the referee's count of 10.
But it wasn't a count out. It wasn't counting out of the ring.
Okay,
it was
fine.
Double knockout.
Okay,
we'll call it a double knockout.
Okay, we'll call it double knockout. I'm okay with that.
Okay, thank you, Rob, for chiming in here.
For clarifying.
This is very helpful. Yes, this is very helpful.
It is.
All right. Should we get into the main event submission match?
Well, how about first? What'd you think of the O'Neill brothers' new gear?
You see a lot of gold and black on Thursday Night Throwdown these days. You see it from DC Black. You see it from the O'Neills. It seems like it's almost the official color of Thursday Night Throwdown these days. But it was sharp, though. I like it. It was good.
It looked good, yeah.
I think an upgrade from the solid black numbers, but, those were good, too.
Yeah. And then Isaiah Johnson and the Angler.
Yeah.
That was... I got my notes. I'm going through my
You got,
notes.
oh, you have notes.
I have
I'm glad
notes.
somebody takes notes.
Let's see. Oh, well, before we get to bitch ass or ass licking or whatever you want to call him.
Let's go with BA.
You're no fun. So Derek Fullerton took on Mr. Devontae,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
but it was a DQ win. So for Devontae.
I was gonna say, for those that didn't watch, you gotta clarify who won by DQ.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to clarify in my head who won before I actually say it, because that's not what my notes say.
Yeah, because Derek, he's made it his mission to keep that briefcase away from BA. Keep Devontae from cashing in on him. So
yeah,
hook or by crook, as they say.
Yeah, and then we had, let's see, Stetson, Winners, and Banks.
I know you took umbrage to the way Banks won.
I get it, but foot on the rope. Come on, dude. Come on.
You know what? He made all that money by doing what has to be done to get wins. So
yeah. Now you didn't even talk about the triple threat.
I haven't brought that up yet. No,
you haven't. You want to talk? Let's talk about the triple threat.
Let's talk about the triple threat. Myron Damone, Mad Dog Connolly, Jacques Kennedy.
I believe Conley was a little bit of a shocker to one Luminary. I don't think Luminary was expecting it.
I don't think so. I mean, Mad Dog, if you don't know he's coming and he just pops up, that's gonna give you a start.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But I have my rule of multi-man matches of who has the belt and who's going to have the belt at the end. So
even if it's a non-title match, you tend
even if it's non-title,
toward the champion. So
yep.
And but Jacques going to have a heck of a test tomorrow. But we'll get to that here in a few minutes.
Well, but since we're on this match, let's send out a happy birthday to Myron Damone.
Yes, happy belated to Myron Damone. We didn't mention that last week. That's our apologies for that. Like I said, he's going to be joining us for our big 4th of July month-long event on the Shootout in a few weeks. But yeah, so I'm glad to see him get to be in the ring with those two. Hopefully that would go a long way to elevate him a little bit more.
Yeah, because Myron could learn a lot from Conley. A lot.
Yeah, especially how to take pain.
Yeah. All right, you got the graphic for that main event they had last week.
There you go. Hippie Johnny, B.A. Malkin submission match, which I said was kind of an odd choice because neither one of these guys are really submission wrestlers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. They had holds. They whipped out plenty of submission holds in that match, though.
They did. But I think BA needs to watch his mouth a little bit.
Yeah, he was running his yap a little bit as it relates to our good friend Mr. Jimmy Carrot during and after the match.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna keep my mouth kind of shut, but yeah.
You're just biding your time till you get to see what happens.
I am. I'm so excited for Matt Toon. It's not even funny. Now, I'm just hoping I don't get my heart broken, but more than likely it'll probably happen. But it's okay as long as there's some good spots in it, I'll be all right.
Regardless, Jimmy's gonna beat the hell out of BA.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Win or lose, he's gonna get lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yep. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Oh, I know you are. You'll have your signs. You'll be wearing probably any number of Jimmy Carrot merchandise at the show. I'm waiting for Jimmy Carrot. I'm waiting for you to get a Jimmy Carrot parka to wear during the winter months. I have
to do sweatshirts.
Well, sweatshirts, yeah. But I'm talking like a big poofy parka thing like Eskimos wear.
Well, he hasn't made one yet, so.
Yet.
Don't give him ideas.
Someday for the network, I want to make a vinyl jacket like the Ribera Steakhouse jackets with our logo on them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I may if I can figure out how to do that because those will be sharp.
Yeah.
Because I can't get to Japan to get a Ribera jacket. Plus, I would never be booked on a show to earn me one.
Oh! I just made somebody mad.
Look who's there under us. Not me.
And I don't really care.
BA, not me.
It's all right. He thinks I suck anyway, so it's fine.
BA, I don't think you saw. This is what
BA,
Minderz has been doing.
Sign? It's right here.
If I hold this here, it looks like I'm wearing a hat.
It does.
I'm easily amused.
Yeah, most of us
Now,
are, but that's
Stacy would
okay.
do the same thing if she was holding that ladle.
I'd believe it.
Hmm.
But yeah, so underestimating him. I'm not gonna say I'm underestimating BA. No, I figured that was coming. I
Yeah.
figured that was coming. He's gonna break my heart.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
we'll
he's
see.
very motivated, and you gotta be confident going in the ring with Jimmy, and BA is definitely confident.
Hey, even Lander said it though. You make Jimmy Carrot mad, you're in for a
Long night.
wild ride, a long night.
Hey, it's not. I'm sure BA even knows it's not going to be easy. But I mean, he did put the guy through a ladder with a power bomb at
You mean
War
that
Games.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you do if I was able to find the ladder that Carrot flew off of at the last Decatur show?
No. No. I don't want any of that bad mojo in here.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about tomorrow, Minderz, because we got some interesting matchups to look forward to. Let's see. Are you still thinking about Jimmy and the ladder?
Oh, oh,
Oh, is he the first one to prove he's human? Yes. I'm sure you're gonna hop on the messenger real soon, Minderz, and
Nope, not me.
you're not gonna
Not me.
you're not gonna ladle up and start stirring the
Nope.
pot again like you tend to do.
Nope.
All right.
Sure not.
Let's get into tomorrow. Hasty subject change here. We got some pretty good matches here. We're doing it again. Eli and Theo, like we said, went to a no contest last week, so they're going to do it
Yep.
again. I'm
I'm here for it.
curious.
I like watching those two go at it. So
yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Now, do you think I'm a little surprised there's not an added stipulation to this one
As that we know of yet.
that we know of? Because I mean, they've been going around for a few weeks now.
Yep.
So
So
if it's just a straight up match,
I think Eli's due. I really do think Eli's due.
I think Eli's fed up. He
Yeah.
turned that promo last week. He's tired of getting kicked in the twins and pinned like a chump. Because Eli is no. Despite what Lander said, Eli's not a chump. He's I mean,
Eli's good.
Eli's very good. Hey, we always talk about he's one of the most improved guys on the roster. So, I mean, he's gonna jump in there with Theo guns blazing here, and he's probably gonna get thrown around quite a bit because Theo's a hoss. He's a big boy.
He is.
But I don't know. If it's still the straight up one-on-one, I'm thinking Theo's gonna take it. If there's some extra gaga to it, then maybe Eli's got a shot.
I'm gonna stick with Eli. And I like Theo, but I'm gonna stick with Eli.
Hey,
Glitch is in. Hey, Glitch.
Hey, the Glitch. How's it going? All right. Let's see. Next up, we have, and this is what we were talking about. Jacques Kennedy, the Luminary, taking on Anakin Murphy. This could get violent. These two could. They're probably gonna just knock the hell out of each other for several minutes.
Could get violent. It will get violent.
Yeah, because Anakin has that perpetual chip on his shoulder, and Jacques been amping up the brutality here the last several weeks. I mean, being in the ring with Connolly, you kind of have to.
Yeah, but you don't have too many choices when it comes to Conley too. So yeah.
That's good to hear, Glitch, because I know we were worried about you after the big shot from ATM a couple weeks ago, but very
people want to hide the flowers. I love it. I
don't know. He probably has like an Apple, whatever you call it, the thing that you put on your
tags,
phone. Yeah, tag
or whatever. There's a tag in the flowers, and that way they can find.
Sorry, they. I misspoke. I apologize.
You're all right.
I always worry. I don't want to offend.
We don't want to offend anybody. but sometimes
I think as
we're
if they
old.
know that it's inadvertent and I'm quick to acknowledge it, then I think I'm all right. But
We're
you know,
old.
no,
Forgive
no
us.
dis. Yeah, it's still very new to me. I'm a bumpkin. I'm a farm boy. I'm still getting used to it. So just I always say,
Yep.
bear with me. I mean
Yep.
well. All right, let's move on here. Well, first, we didn't pick a winner. Jacques or Anakin?
I'll say it again. You can't bet against Jacques right now. You just can't. And I know Anakin was on last week, and I love Anakin. And but right now, the only thing that would be is if Conley would show up again.
Ooh, maybe distract Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because we still
I
haven't really seen a clear-cut winner between Conley and Jacques.
No, there's still business to do there.
There's still business to do there.
I'm inclined to pick Jacques, but Anakin is going to make Jacques earn it.
Yes. Yes, very much
I
so.
think that goes without saying.
Yes. I
All
will
right.
agree.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to the next match. Minderz, we're doing awesome on time. We're actually literally we might be right around that 1 hour.
Woohoo!
And then
Hey, after last night and the
you
almost
won't miss
3-hour
Dynamite.
one, that's okay.
Yeah, we went to
Well, I do want to kind of
yeah, we
see
kind of
what
had a
All Out done
marathon.
last night.
Yeah.
But
Well,
no, I'm
we had
kind
a
of
long
interested to see what
yeah,
AEW has for Fallout after that
I am
stuff we
curious.
saw over
Yeah.
the weekend.
Yeah. I don't have my Tony picture on this the screen,
That's
so
okay.
I
We
can't
don't
throw it
need
up
no
there.
bug
But
eyes on this one.
yeah, so we won't miss too much of that, I don't think. Let's get to our next match here. Triple threat looks like Johnny Banks, Hippie Johnny, and LDLC. DLC got more new gear. He's got going pink and black. It looks like.
Well, is he doing that, or is it just happen to be the lighting?
Hey, it could be the lighting, but I don't know how lighting would change green to pink. Although,
Hey,
I mean, everybody's kind of got a pinkish hue
I was gonna say
on
everybody's
their
got a
shots there.
pinkish hue to it, so or purple
That's true.
hue or whatever color you want to
That's
call
true.
that.
Yeah.
So
All right. So
I'm gonna
the
go with as much as I like LDLC and Hippie Johnny's good. I mean, he just came off of that loss from BA. As much as I hate
mhm.
to admit it, but I'm gonna go with Banks. I'm gonna go with Banks. Not thrilled about it, but
Oh, David, it's a filter. Okay,
told ya.
you were right. Okay. Hey.
I figured it was a filter.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what filter meant on the feed, but he corrected himself there, so it's all good. Uh, yeah, so I'm kind of agree. I think Johnny Banks is going to take this one. Been on a bit of a roll. He's had a few wins so far in Edgewood.
Not
So
not necessarily clean, but
hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
that's true. We've heard that a lot
Eddie,
this weekend, haven't we?
Eddie Guerrero taught me that.
Aw, well, I'm glad you learned something, Mark.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hey, it's also Bobby the Brain Heenan. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Yes. Yes.
I don't say always cheat. That's not necessary, but if you must. Uh,
If you must.
let's move on.
Okay.
All right. Joey O'Reilly. He's gonna have to crawl out of the doghouse and step in the ring
Mr.
with Isaiah
Cranky.
Johnson. Yep, the mood. We'll see if the mood continues tomorrow.
We'll see.
But he's got Isaiah Johnson tomorrow. This it'll be a test for old Isaiah. He's still pretty new to Edgewood for Thursday Night Throwdowns. This is kind of jumping right into deep water for him. So I'm
Isaiah,
curious.
just watch your back. That's all I gotta say.
I'm inclined to think if Joey can keep his head straight, it's I don't think he'll have too much of an issue. But the question is, the way where his brain's been lately, is he gonna do something to? I don't know. Just one mistake can change everything. So
Takes 3 seconds for a 3 count.
very true. The old any given Sunday adage.
Yep.
All right, so that's all the matches they have officially announced. They also have some scheduled to appears here. The
Does BA
O'Neills.
not have a match?
He's not announced for a match, but he is going to be there. BA, Fullerton, ATM, O'Neills, DC Black, and Jesse J are all booked to appear. They just haven't been put in matches yet.
Got it.
So we'll have to see what happens there. I'm very curious.
We'll see.
Yep.
You know, I didn't get a chance to say this when Lander was on,
Hmm.
but I kind of like to see Lander take on Jared Allen.
Why would you do that to him? It's
I'm doing it to you, Mark.
uh
It would be fun to see it
there's
happen.
all I know is there's got to be a one-on-one match with Marvin at some point. They have never had that one-on-one match yet. With all
No,
the stuff
but
that's gone down between them.
I, I don't know. I just think Jared Allen and
Oh, it'd be a hell of a match.
Lander
Don't get me
would be
wrong.
great. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that match. But I mean,
What would
they're
you
both.
say, Mark? What would you say?
It'd be a house fight more than likely. It's
Yeah.
not unlike if it was Garrison Creed and Solomon Tupu in a match.
Oh.
David, if you ever book Solomon Tupu,
Get a chance.
I'll pop. Put
Yeah.
him in there with like a Connolly or a Camaro, or put him with one of your big boys. Get a good old house fight out of it.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Minderz, let's pay some bills before we say goodbye. We're coming right up on an hour and change here, so we'll get out of here. I have some honeydew list chores to do real quick, and then we're
Well,
gonna
and
get
then
to.
just a fun reminder, we won't be on next week.
Oh yeah, we will. Next week we will not be on. And also another note: starting on the 14th, all episodes of this show will be going live at 6 p.m., not 5. We're changing the time. It's just better for our guests to give some time to get off when they have day jobs to get in for interviews. Plus, that way I can have my nap after work because usually
Yeah,
I need
because
it.
you need your nap.
Hey, I do a lot of walking, and but yeah, so it's
Your
just
nap.
easier for everybody to get home in time to get on, and nobody has to rush too much. So we're going to be going from 6 p.m. going forward. Upcoming shows: the 14th, we got Devontae Knox booked here. Let me get my list so I don't miss anybody. Uh, Here we go. 21st, the main attraction, Casey Jackson's going to be on with us,
I'm
which
excited
will
to
be
talk to
exciting.
him. And it'll be
Yeah.
nice to talk to him after Fallout. So
Yes. Let's see. On the 28th, we're going to have the premiere. We're going to have Kenway, SK Bishop, and Campbell Soup Myers joining us. So that should be interesting. I'm worried for your mental health, Minderz, because I'm afraid Soup's gonna make you cry.
That's okay. Kenway did make me cry Friday, but that's neither here nor there. But
Well, he almost ended you
yeah,
on
he did
accident,
on accident.
but
Wasn't his fault,
on
but he
accident. It
almost
was
ended
not. It
me.
was
Yeah.
inadvertent, of course.
He tried to
Then
warn me,
let's see.
but I didn't listen very well.
Yeah, and then we got we mentioned here it is, the 4th of
There it
July
is.
starting on the 5th. Uh, July 5th, Myron Damone. The 12th, we got ATM, Mr. All That Matters. The O'Neill Brothers on the 19th. And then I believe on the 26th, I think you can say tentatively scheduled Nixie XS.
Yes.
Got to get a 100% commitment on that one, but hopefully she's down to do it because she's one I've been looking forward to talking to for a while.
Me too.
Yeah, and then and that's everybody we got booked so far. Then come August, we'll load up some more. It has to be mentioned, Menders, we didn't bring it up because I don't have the dates in front of me. 01's going to be stretching out a little bit, not just Mattoon, but they're going to Clinton coming up. They're going to Terre Haute sometime soon. So they're
Hold
kind of
on.
stretching.
I'm working
Yeah,
on
if
it.
you got the dates. But yeah, they're expanding a little bit, and that's exciting to get to go in front of a new audience, which is cool.
Sorry, I have a.
No, you're good. I
have
wonder
other
if it'll be
things
in the
on
same
here.
place we went to Terre Haute this weekend.
No, it will not be.
It will not? Okay.
It will not be in the same place. But don't worry. I know where the other place is at too.
Oh, good. You're driving.
Okay.
We'll borrow
Hopefully I
your
can
driving.
drive by then. Let's
Yes.
see.
Do we get to borrow your mom's van again?
That would be a blast, wouldn't it? We had so much fun.
We did.
Okay.
I may have to see if I can talk AJ out of the front seat. Take shotgun.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I know. Cutting a promo on everybody in the car.
August 5th, they will be at West Vigo Community Center in Terre Haute.
Okay.
So that's August 5th, and I know where that one's at. And then
Yep.
let's see, September 30th, they will be in Clinton.
All
So
right.
make sure you check out I'll check out for
01.com,
sure.
all their
Yeah.
socials, and we'll update it as we find out the stuff too. We'll make sure it's on our Facebook and everything.
I thought I missed one.
I
There's
thought that
another
was the only
Clinton
two.
show. No, there's 2 Clinton
Okay,
shows,
two
but I
Clinton
don't
shows.
see the
Okay,
other one. Yeah.
okay.
I think it's
Well,
in
just keep an eye out.
November.
Okay, yeah, just keep an
I
eye
want
out
to say
on our
November.
social media and 01 social media and all in their website.
And
We can
don't
get all the
forget
dates up.
Saturday, June 24th is that
Yes, I have it. I have it down here.
Saturday. Okay, you
Uh,
got it?
I got it. There you go. Saturday Night Explosion in Edgewood. A special Thursday night throwdown on Saturday. There'll be, I think, a parade. There'll be fireworks. The fireworks will be after the wrestling show. Uh, Starts at 6:30, so a little bit of an early start by comparison to Thursdays.
Yep.
Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Uh, I know the
My
wife
it's
likes her
still up in
fireworks.
I say it's still up in the air for me. I'm gonna try to make it, but I might make it for the earlier part. I might not make it for the whole thing. So
I got you. I got you.
we'll see.
All right. Well, let's get to our stuff here, Minderz. ProWrestlingTees.com/JTR Pod for all of our network T-shirts and everything. We got some cool stuff out there. Uh, and BrainbusterTees.com/others/JTR-podcast-network for some of the other stuff. We got T-shirts, hoodies, baseball shirts, stickers, fanny packs, hats, all kinds of good stuff there. So go check that out, and we appreciate it because it helps us keep the lights on. Uh, oh yeah, there's a couple of the stickers that we have, courtesy of the King and CP Arts. Get even deep. I think we're gonna have him working on the new one, Minderz, to go
I
with.
know. I'm working on something.
Yeah. So
We'll see.
to be determined. Uh, for 01 merchandise, made to order, you can get T-shirts, cups, tumblers, water bottles. Just hit up David or Rain Victoria to get stuff made special, and then they can hook you up. Plus, they sell all the stuff at the live shows, so won't be hard to find some of that stuff here. Patreon.com/01USA for as low as $5 a month, and steadily going up for each tier. You can get all the Thursday Night Throwdown shows, get the Mattoon shows, get the other cool deals on there. So check that out. Uh, and I believe that is everything I've got, Minderz, unless I'm forgetting something, which you know I tend to do sometimes.
At this point, I'm probably forgetting something too because we've watched so much wrestling
Oh,
in the past.
I remember.
Oh, oh no.
I'm a rascal.
Well,
All right,
you want to make sure you get those last jabs in since we won't be on next week. So
that's true. You know, it's just to be pointed out, we haven't seen much from old CMC since War Games. He hasn't been on the Thursday shows last
I
few weeks.
know it
I
makes
don't
me
know if it has
sad.
anything to do with graduating with his high school group and all that, and doing all that stuff, but remains to be seen. Uh, are you going to his graduation party, Minderz?
Now that I'm invited, yeah.
I may have to send him a card.
Well, I'm going to attempt to, but it kind of all depends because I leave out Saturday morning for Florida.
Yeah.
And I don't know what time for sure we're leaving. So
Yeah. Like I said, I told the wife we should send him a card, and I think she has made the executive decision to pick out the card herself because she doesn't trust me.
it's probably a good idea.
Probably
a good idea.
But we'll have to see. But yeah, so until 2 weeks until
2
the
weeks.
14th with Mr. Briefcase himself, Devontae Knox, joining us. Minderz, have a wonderful time in Florida. Enjoy the
Do
weather.
my best. It'll be tough in a wheelchair.
Hopefully, when we come back on the 14th, you'll have good news to share about your foot.
Hopefully. Let's hope.
Yes, we can hope. And yes, so enjoy your week off, everybody. Hopefully, you won't miss us too much. And for Minderz, this is Redmond. Remind you all, life is hard, work stiff, and we will see you in 2 weeks.